Hi, Pete Callard here for Six String Alliance, and this time we're going to be looking at some more ideas to expand on a brilliant Michael Brecker arpeggio lick. And before we begin, just a quick reminder, you can download a free tab for all of the examples in this video. Just click on the link in the description down below. So I'm going to start with a quick recap. In the last video, we pulled apart this brilliant Michael Brecker F major arpeggio lick. So this lick is based around an F major arpeggio. In this case, a C shape F major arpeggio. And the pattern he's playing around is basically descending in groups of three down this arpeggio. But what Michael Brecker is doing here is before the top note in each group of three notes, he's playing the scale tone above. So here we start with A, F and C. So he's starting with the scale tone above this A. We're in F major, so that would be the note B flat, giving us a four-note pattern. So then the next three notes, F, C and A, starting a whole step above this F, the note G. So that's the note above from the F major scale. Then the next three notes are C, A and F. So he's starting from the note above the C in the F major scale, which is D. Then we're back to A, F and C. So the note above the A from the F major scale is B flat. And this is the basic pattern that we talked about in our last video. What we did is we looked how we could apply this in different areas of the neck around different arpeggio shapes. So we moved up to this E shape arpeggio, this A shape F major arpeggio, and the C shape F major arpeggio. So if you want to see a more in-depth discussion of all this, go back and check out the previous video. But for now, I'm going to expand on this some more, because so far all the examples we've looked at have been major examples. But I want to talk about how we can adapt this to make a minor idea. So, as we said, this is based around F major. So if we start up here around this E shape chord, if we change this to an F minor chord, the only difference between F major and F minor is the third. F major has a major third, which is the note A. Whereas F minor has a minor third, which is the note A flat. So basically we can take everything we've done so far with this F major arpeggio, and if we just change all the A's to A flats, we've got a minor version of this. So instead of, we just need to change this A to A flat. So that'd be the notes G, F, C and A flat. And then the next three notes would be C, A flat and F. So the note above the C, if we're thinking about F minor scale, F Aeolian, that would have a flat sixth in it. So that would be the note D flat. Then the next three notes are A flat, F and C. So we just go up to this B flat above the A flat. Then we've got the F, the C and the A flat. So the note above the F is G. Then heading down to this F to finish it up. So if we take the same idea and move it around this A shape minor chord, F minor, first three notes would be C, A flat and F. So from F Aeolian, the note above the C would be the D flat. Then we've got A flat, F and C. So the note above the A flat would be the B flat. Then F, C and A flat. So the note above the F would be the G. Then we're back to C, A flat and F. So the note above the C would be the D flat. Going down to the C to finish. And then we head down to this C-shape chord. So previously we were playing around this F major. So to change that to a minor chord, obviously we change the A's to A flats. This does make it rather tricky to play. So the easiest way to play this is as a 4-note chord. So either the top 4 strings, with the root there, or these middle 4 strings. So this arpeggio shape. So around this shape, our first 3 notes would be A flat, F and C. So we'd be moving up to the B flat. Then F, C and A flat. So we'd be moving up to the G. Then C, A flat and F. So moving up to the flat 6, the D flat. Then A flat, F and C again. So starting on the B flat, ending up down here on the A flat. And if we take this original Michael Brecker line, we can adapt this into exactly the same thing, but an F minor version of it, just by changing all the A's to A flats. So we'd have this. And I'm changing the point where I'd shift positions because of the way the notes work out in this shape. So rather than changing here, I think it's easier to change here. So that's what I suggest for the fingering. But as I mentioned last time, as this lick was originally played on a tenor saxophone, there is no correct way to finger it on the guitar. This is my suggestion. This is the way that I think is the easiest and most sensible way to finger it. But whatever works for you, really. There is no right or wrong with this. So we've talked about playing this over the minor scale, but the minor scale isn't the only scale that works over a minor 7th chord. You can also, if we get into modes, you could play F dorian over an F minor 7th chord. So F dorian is the same as the minor scale, but instead of a flattened 6th, we have a major 6th. So instead of this D flat in F, we'd have a D natural, giving us these notes. So all these ideas we've just discussed, we could adapt to work over F dorian just by changing all the D flats, all the flat 6s, to major 6th, D naturals. So this idea, we just need to take these notes, this D flat, change it to D natural. Very James Bond sound. So initially, all the notes stay the same. But then here, where we'd be going D flat C, A flat F, we need to change it to D natural. And after that, all of the rest of the notes of this stay the same. Just one note change in there. Same thing down here around this A shape. Again, D flat, we're going to change for the D natural. So we'd start up here on the D natural. Basically, we need to change it in 2 places. We change the top string, so the D flat, we have the D natural. Then here on the D string, again, D natural. And then finally, if we move down to this C shape, first 8 notes of this stay exactly the same. Then when we get to the G string, we change out the D flat for the D natural. Then all the rest of the notes stay the same. So yeah, just 1 note's difference in that whole pattern. And again, we could play this Brecker lick, but with this major 6th instead of the flattened 6th. Only 1 note's difference. That would be the F Dorian version of it. And one more idea I want to discuss. We've looked at the major scale version of this in the previous video, but the major scale isn't the only scale that works over a major 7th chord. You could also play F lydian. So the difference between F lydian and F major has a perfect 4th, whereas F lydian has a sharp 4th. So in the key of F, that would be the note B in place of B flat. So again, we could take all those F major arpeggios and just swap out the B flats for B naturals, and suddenly we've got a series of Lydian ideas. So starting around this E major shape, first 8 notes stay the same. Then when we get to this A on the G string, we just need to move up to the B, the sharp 4th. Then the rest of the notes stay the same. So let's try it around this A shape. So first 4 notes stay the same, but then we'd be starting on a B flat, so we're going to shift that up to B natural, this sharp 4th. Then all of the rest of the notes stay the same. Finally, let's shift down to this C shape. So again, we're swapping out the B flats for B naturals. So instead of, you'd have. So it's the first 4 notes. Then the next 8 notes stay the same. Just when we get to A on the D string, where we need to go up to B natural again instead of B flat. Giving us this. So again, if we try adapting the original Michael Brecker line to F lydian, we get this. So maybe a little bit fiddly with this shape, a little bit more angular sounding, but still very cool. So basically what we've done in these two videos is take a great Michael Brecker idea and then expand on it to come up with a whole bunch of different ideas in different areas of the neck to work on different chord types. And you can keep going with this. You can try adapting it further to work on more interesting chord types. Again, you could try playing it as an ascending idea, which opens up a whole ton of new possibilities. There's many, many ideas you can get from this. So I'd encourage you to spend some time with it and mess around with it. That's it from me for now, but I'll be back soon with more videos, so I'll see you then.